And now we're moving into social impact and conclusions. David Batstone in Berlin. Are you there, David?
Thanks for the opportunity, and really, really am excited about what Ecobarge is doing, and glad to be able to participate. I'm the CEO of a company called Blackstone Technology, which you can see on the screen. We 3D print batteries, and batteries for lithium-ion market for electric vehicles, but also batteries for ships and for laptops and phones, and I'll talk a little bit about that. I'm sure all of us are aware of the exponential demand for lithium-ion batteries right now, and even as many gigafactories, as many Northvolts we want to build in the next 5 to 10 years, we're simply not going to meet the demand because of the growing reliance on electric vehicles to replace diesel engines and internal combustion engines. So right now, we have a factory at Blackstone in northern Germany. That's why I'm in Berlin today, where we are actually making battery cells. And I'll talk a little bit about why that is very unique. We have 3D printing of battery cells. I come out of the battery recycling business. I was an early investor as well as a board director of American Battery Technology Company. It was $1 billion market cap company in the United States market. And what I realized is that there is so much inefficiency in the making of batteries. Tesla, Panasonic, when they make batteries for their vehicles, they have a 32% wastage on the materials they're using for the battery. So that there are entire recycling plants being built just simply to deal with the wastage. I was presented about 6 months ago with a technology that was very efficient with 1% wastage. It's modular, so customized printing of batteries, but at a mass level, at a scalable level. And I was very much struck by the environmental impact that could have for the growing battery industry. So what's terrific about Blackstone Technology is that we grow out of a resources company that already has mineral deposits of lithium and cobalt and manganese around the globe, and both extracts and trades in the minerals. And therefore, we have solved our supply chain problems, which a lot of factories have. Where are we going to get all these minerals? What's also very unique about our technology is that we can make these batteries for a whole range of end users. So energy storage systems need lithium-ion batteries. One of our biggest first customers is Eurobus out of Germany. We're making batteries for their buses. A shipping company in Germany we're making, but also for laptops and cell phones. So the reason we can do that is that we have a 3D technology that can be reprogrammed for the particular customized need. A lot of the factories that are being built today are for one purpose: to build a battery at high volume for electric vehicles. So there's a lot of other batteries that need to be manufactured beyond that particular use. So, I give you a context for that. I come out of the venture capital world and Silicon Valley, and I find the current market looking for equity funding a really intriguing one right now. We are currently raising at Blackstone $50 million to be able to scale our existing plant in Germany. And then we have an LOI for a plant in Australia, and we soon will be closing a LOI for a plant in the United States. So we're looking for $50 million for the expansion of our model. But right now, there's a couple of factors going on I'm sure many of you are familiar with. The war in Ukraine has certainly accelerated the demand for renewable energy away from fossil fuel dependency. There is enormous government funding being made available from the United States and from European countries. And so there's a lot of the private market sitting on the sidelines wondering how they should get involved. Some of the factors they're looking at, in my in my experience over the last 3 months, is that they want to see a proven technology. It's very difficult to at this moment, because there's certain nervousness in the market that is due to also the Ukraine crisis and also the downturn in the market, so that they want to see one that's a provable technology. So we're fortunate in that regard that we can point to already proven we're making batteries in a German plant. The second factor is they want to see demonstrable revenue. Pre-revenue companies are a very difficult time right now for private equity investors, because they want to be able to project out based on your current revenue how that growth would scale. We have a pipeline of orders, but we don't have a full factory yet. So, I can say to them, well, we have $225 million of pipeline orders for our batteries, but we're still pre-revenue or very small revenue. So I have to overcome that hurdle as I look for financing. And then there's a factor where a lot of investors have seen this kind of trend and hype towards electric vehicles. They made battery investments early on, and they have proven to be delayed or otherwise dysfunctional companies. And so now they're reticent to actually get involved in companies that actually have high performing technology and proven technology, almost like, well, we've done that before. So I just want to say that even though there's kind of a general mood that, wow, everyone's going to be putting a lot of money into the renewable energy sector, there's a lot of mitigating factors that make it not an easy walk in the park to get the funding that you need.
Okay.
Simply want to give you that high level view. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much, David.